What advice would you give a wrestler? Every wrestler's been in this situation. In fact, it was real frustrating for me when I went to college and had my coach at college changing something that my club coaches had, drilled into me for the last 3 years. And so every wrestler's had this frustration where you hear different coaches tell you different things, and sometimes those different things are contrary one to another. What advice would you give wrestlers about how to make the most out of different tips they get from different coaches without getting confused?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had a lot of different coaches. I wrestled for 3 different colleges, so I got a lot of instruction from each one of them. I wrestled for a lot of different coaches in high school, club coaches and stuff. And what I found is that the principles of wrestling are always going to stay the same. Head position, hip position, motion, hand fighting, footwork, those kind of things are always going to stay the same. The technique, the different moves, how something's done compared to something else is going to work differently for different people. And so, that's one of the reasons why we, as some of the coaches up here, we come together to form Crusher Wrestling Club so that we can all collaborate and bring all our techniques together so that the kids, because my technique might work for 70% of the kids, but I know that there's 30% of the kids that Dustin Rock's technique is going to work a lot better for, or Mark Fenwick's technique is going to work a lot better for. And so they can pick and choose. They can play around with it all. When we're teaching a certain technique, we want them to play with it the way that we're showing it and try and make it work for them, and maybe even drill it a little bit more later on. But they might even tweak it just a little bit, a way that will work more for them. That's what I love about wrestling, is it's so fluid, it's so changing over time. The principles always stay the same. How a move, if a move is going to work, you need good hips, good head position, you need those things. But different techniques. I mean, one of my wrestlers last year, he dreamt of a move. He dreamt he was in a match, he dreamt of a move, and then he came to practice the next day and he did the move, a move I've never seen before, none of the coaches around here have ever seen before. He started doing it to state champion wrestlers, and it worked great for him because he had a mindset that he was a student of the sport. He was always trying to learn and grow and play with stuff, and that's where I think we really need to head towards. It's not just one straight exact way. It's tweaking things so it works better for each one of us.